Everybody's always concerned with the offer, the number that they're going to get when they're done treating and their case is in that stage of negotiations. What I'm going to do in this video is break down how we get there and what goes on behind the scenes with the attorney and the insurance company. Typically, when you're done treating, we send out that letter. We usually get an offer back within about 30 days from the insurance companies. What really fires me up is when liability is not in dispute and they come in with an offer below your total medical bills. Usually, I don't even mess around with that. I don't consider that an offer. I give them one more chance to come up with something reasonable. Otherwise, we typically just file a complaint and let a court decide. Other times, they'll offer above the medicals, but what I don't deem to be a fair and reasonable offer. And that goes into the process of negotiating. So we will come down, they will come up. We can and we do utilize different tactics in getting them to increase their number. One of the things we'll do is we'll draft a complaint to file a lawsuit on your behalf, and we'll attach it. And we'll say, look, you want to keep messing around, like this is the number we need you to get to. That's what we think is fair. And if you don't do that, here it is. We're not messing around. We'll file this. Another thing we'll do is we'll bring in some of the non-economic damages, what they're called, and explain a little about our client to them. Oftentimes they only see your medical records. They don't really know anything about you. So if we say, yes, part of your body is hurting you, great. What they don't know is how that impacts you. So if you're unable to pick up your grandchild or lift your dog or take your groceries out of your car, or it hurts you to do that, these are certain things that can give value to your case that really aren't listed anywhere in a medical record. So we want to be in depth. We want to talk to you, figure out what's going on with you, what's hurting and inhibiting your lifestyle, and that can raise value. So what we'll do with that insurance adjuster is go back and forth with them. Ultimately, it will get to a point where there's a line in the sand. Either we're not coming down or they're not coming up, and we have to evaluate your case, what we think we can get if we take it the next step to a lawsuit, or if we end your case there and take that final number, what that's going to look like, the end result for you and your case. In the event that we don't settle, we file a lawsuit. And when I say we, I mean Kaplan Law Group. Your case will stay here. When you're looking at different law firms, if you have a case, these are some of the questions they ask. If the case doesn't settle pre-litigation, do you guys keep the case or do you refer it out? If you sign up with a specific attorney, are you going to be the one, if this doesn't settle, to take my case to litigation, or do you have a different team within your firm? You want to know these things. Who you sign up with is your choice. You want to know that that person is sticking by you all the way. So even if a case doesn't settle pre-litigation, it doesn't mean settlement's off the table. Most of the time, the cases do settle before trial. It's very rare that a case does go all the way to trial. But if it does, we're here. We'll be the ones doing it. Be cautious of any attorney that's guaranteeing you a result. Ethically, as attorneys, we're not allowed to do that. So if any attorney is saying, I promise I can get you X, I would advise that you get a second opinion and go sit down with somebody else and see what they have to say. Every case is fact specific. It all is going to depend on a lot of things that we really don't know at the time you sit down with us before any treatment or any discovery into the other driver. So there should be no guarantees ever, especially at that stage. If you have any questions, or if you're in a personal injury case and want to discuss it, please feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email and we'll get right back to you.